Hey everyone.
Well, welcome back to the 20-somethings. Take two
Take two.
ever of the podcast. How are
Right?
you doing?
I'm very, very tired.
Mm-hmm.
Um, mentally especially.
Mm-hmm. Elaborate.
Kids just take it out of you.
Okay, so the kids.
One of them
Okay.
goes, you know, I forgot about you. And I was like,
Oh.
I've only been
Oh.
watching you for
Oh,
2 years.
okay.
And then I go, well, did you miss me at all? He goes, no, I forgot about you. And I was like, oh,
Hmm. Mm.
superb information.
That's not feeling great.
No.
That's not feeling great
And
at
so I
all.
was like, you know what? That's kind of the rundown of my day. It was really stressful and tiring.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
okay.
fair enough.
How are you feeling?
Definitely fair enough. I'm like exhausted, but almost
Right.
in like a pissed off way.
Oh, elaborate?
Like I had a dream last night
Okay.
that narcissist
Mm.
and his parents and my parents all went on a vacation together. And it was after we broke up and we just coincidentally were at the same place. And our parents all wanted us to have lunch. And I was so rude. I was like not playing nice. I was like not talking to him, not looking at him eye. And he was being so like, oh, you're not even gonna look at me. And I was like, no. And like in front of his whole family, I was like, you literally did XYZ. And woke up like so livid. I was like, this boy tried to like play it off in the dream. And then my mom told me today, she was like, yeah, his mom, backstory, narcissist, his parents have known my mom since college. They all went to college together. So he's known me from when I was born. He would own his own stuff and be like, yeah, you're right. I'm like this and I do this. And then he'd just be sitting back like, but I don't get why you're upset. And I'm like, well,
Um,
but yeah, I've been pissed off all day because of it.
well,
Just like enraged.
that's fair. Um, and dreams are crazy how they can do that to you.
It's so annoying though, because I'm like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about anything. Not a male in sight. I
You're
got
trying to
two
move on.
boys. One of them you can see in the camera, I'm pretty sure. Single mom of two. I'm
Mom,
occupied. I'm
yes.
occupied.
Yes. Here's son number
Scooter,
2.
Scooter's lurking.
I don't think
He
he's seen
may,
you.
he
Oh,
may, he may. Scooter's the other child. You haven't seen him yet. You see
here's
his
Scooter.
tail in the camera.
Oh,
Oh, he's alert.
sorry. He's very skittish.
Yeah, he's just little schizo Scooter. He's running. But
Bless his heart. He tries his best. Oh,
no,
is he
yeah,
wanting the
seriously.
toy? Should we get into
No.
the topics?
I'm trying to think of what topics have been going around. I feel like there's one I read about the other day. Okay. Kim Kardashian messed up. She messed up.
I know. She's. Oh, here's Scooter.
This is he.
Um.
Oh, I scared him. Scooter said hi.
That's
He's very concerned.
that's Schizo Scooter.
That's Schizo Scooter. Kim messed up big time,
She did.
and I'm actually mad about the scandal.
Have a bone to pick with
Yep,
her.
you express your opinions and also give a brief backstory.
Okay, so Balenciaga is a horrible designer brand who put children in their campaigns, multiple, and they were like canceled for it. I want to say this was like 2 years ago.
My perception's so bad on
I
like
know.
it's like COVID, pre-COVID, after COVID, after Biden. Those are like my time frames.
I think it was
I think it was
pre-COVID, or was it post-COVID?
what?
In COVID. I don't know.
I don't know.
Whenever it was. Whenever it was. Um and then so they were canceled for a while.
Mhm.
Kim was like their icon at that time as well.
Ambassador.
Ambassador. And now she has come out and said that she is now their current ambassador again after all of that happened and they got canceled. And so now it's just really upsetting that she's still supporting this brand that did such a horrific thing to children, especially when she has so many children. She's a lawyer, all this crazy stuff, and she's a human with a heart. So you would think that she wouldn't support them, but she is.
I just don't even understand the logic of like you're that big, right? You're the
Mhm.
biggest famous you can get. Who's bigger than Kim Kardashian?
I don't know.
No one. So you're the biggest you could get. You're already a billionaire. You've got a one company alone that's worth $1 billion, let alone others that are all successful with skincare, makeup coming out. You've done everything.
Mhm.
Multiple homes, a plane, TV show. Why do you need that deal? You know?
Yeah.
Like they did something so bad, so evil. What
Mhm.
what what check? And if it wasn't for the check,
What was
that's
before it?
worse. Yeah. To be besties with a designer? No.
I mean,
Create your
that's
own designer
nice.
brand.
Yeah. She definitely
She could
could.
do it. She's the face of everything else. Dolce, everything like she's the face of Marc Jacobs. She's all over the mall when I go there. Literally
She's
all over.
everywhere.
She's
It's funny.
everywhere. Why? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Mm-mm. Speaking of pedophiles, James Charles.
That's a crazy
I
sentence.
I can't stand James Charles. That's my hot take. I don't think
I
he
don't
should
think
ever
that's a
come
hot
back,
take.
and it's not because I think that once you're canceled, you're done. I think it's once you're convicted, you're done.
Is
I
he
don't know.
still like a thing?
Yeah, he has a whole makeup brand called Painted.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
He has
that
a whole
now.
makeup brand. He still hangs out with celebrities. He's still on the main media,
Is he
still has
still
a ton of
posting on
followers.
YouTube?
I don't know about YouTube. I feel like YouTube's fallen off.
That was like his
Just
big thing
kidding. We're
back.
on YouTube.
We are on
we're on
YouTube.
YouTube. YouTube's still in, but um, I don't know for him. Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know he switched from like doing more makeup to doing more like games with his friends. Like he would do the hide and seek for money and all that crazy stuff. Um,
He's gone Mr. Beast on us.
Mr. Beast,
He's gone
that's
Mr.
him.
Beast mode.
But
He's gone beast
I
mode.
he's gone beast mode. But I also I don't watch him, so I don't know if he's posting makeup
I
or
just
what.
see him every once in a while, and I just get this rage over me of just like
Mm,
I don't know.
hmm
I don't know. I'm in a rageful mood. I'm throwing hands
And
today.
that's okay.
Yeah. So that's been on my mind. James Charles and all that.
Do you feel better?
No.
No.
But I'm glad to voice these opinions.
Glad that we discussed it.
Yeah. Speaking of bad decisions,
Oh,
Chris Young.
you're a queen of segues.
Chris Young.
Chris Young got
Good old
arrested last
Nash.
night. At well, did he get arrested at the dog
Oh yeah.
or
Nope.
or was it Tin Roof?
10.
He got
Tin
arrested
Roof.
at Tin Roof.
Well, he started at Tin
Yeah,
Roof.
and then I thought he went over to the dog's
It's like the
house.
weirdest story. Yeah, he was at Tin Roof. Mind you, he's 38. Can drink, legal to drink. I don't know what he
He's
was
an
fighting
adult, a
for.
grown adult.
I don't know what he was fighting for. We're not going to speculate, but we have our opinions.
Yes.
But the like police come in to do like their compliance checks, which I don't know anything about this for certain, but my guess is to check for minors.
Mhm.
I don't know what else that means. Maybe they're compliant for like the actual something or other, but
Yeah.
basically checking up on things.
Yeah.
They make some comments, then the police go to the next place, and then they get all riled up at the police, and then he, I think, shoves his shoulder, and then it turns into assault.
Wait, I thought he like poked his shoulder.
Yeah, it was
He was
something.
probably yelling at him
He
and was like,
touched a shoulder, and in cop world, that's assault. Hey, don't put hands on a cop. I'm on the cop
"Don't do
side.
that."
I'm on the cop side. Make no mistake. And then boy gets arrested allegedly with bloodshot, teary eyes, and slurred speech. The man's was
By the
wasted.
way, in case wait, no, not in case you didn't know. He is the singer of
Tomorrow.
We used to be
Yeah.
so like
He's
that's
tomorrow.
that's how they ended the article.
Yes.
Chris Young is the
Shouting
singer
out his top
of
songs.
Tomorrow, I'm Coming Over.
It worked though. I
It's so
literally
funny.
immediately went on my phone because I was cleaning and queued all of his top songs and sang them and set my little like Spotify to replay the songs. I
I mean,
jammed that all day.
they're good. I'm not boycotting Chris Young.
Someone on management slipped that in with the headlines and like just had a little PR. No
Mhm.
press is bad press,
Mhm.
and they got some listeners today.
Yeah, but I also last time I checked he hadn't posted any updates or anything. I still don't think he would. His management's
I don't
probably
think I
saying
mean, what do you
don't do that.
I think you know what I would do if I was PR for him?
Hmm.
I would turn it into a Morgan Wallen moment where it just becomes a meme, his mugshot. You know how
I
many
mean,
t-shirts have Morgan Wallen's
mhm,
mugshot on it?
and probably will.
Like he's got to just post his mugshot and just be like honky tonk too hard or something. I don't know, like something
I
like
poked his
I don't yeah,
shoulder.
like honestly like tag like a donation site for the like
That's so
Nashville
good.
PD.
That's
Like
so
be
good.
like, "Dude, I was in the wrong. Let's make a meme about it. More people will like that Instagram post than if he just said nothing.
Yeah, you need to drop out of nursing and go into PR.
Mm, well, well, we've made a plot, as you guys know. Keeping it real. We are not 21. We are 20. Anxiously awaiting summertime. And for those of you who don't live in Nashville, and for those of you traveling to Nashville, don't do what I'm about to tell you because it's locals only. Midtown is where the celebrities are Monday nights. If you are a tourist, you did not hear that,
We're
stay
bleeping
on
that.
Broadway. Broadway's for you. Broadway loves you. Locals,
Morgan Wallen does not leave the Broadway girls
exactly,
alone.
exactly. Go to Luke's 42 to see Morgan Wallen. Make no mistake. There are some bars in Midtown, and I'm not going to say the names, but they're notorious for celebrities. And when I say celebrities, I do mean Morgan Wallen, Cody Johnson, Luke Combs, as we know now, Chris Young. All these people on Monday nights, because it's the slow nights, that's when they go out. And they don't really work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So really any day they want is the weekend unless they have a a CMA fest or like a
Unless I have a concert or
exactly.
anything like that, or they're recording.
Exactly. So that's what we're looking forward to do. I was
Oh,
saying to Catherine, I was like, if this guy approached me, I don't know what the celebrities look like. I almost need to like as we get closer, start studying up what celebrities look like because I know their voice in a
I know what they
song.
look like. You need to study
I
their
know I need to
photos.
study it because I feel like literally we were looking at the mugshot and just him in general. If that guy came up to me in a bar,
You said, I'm coming
I would
over.
literally say like literally nudge you and be like, "Help! This creep is hitting." Like I
And
would
I'd be
not
like,
know.
Christopher Young?
Yeah, I would not know. I would have fumbled the bag and would have missed out on a song written about me, and it would suck. So I need to know that.
And that's okay. We'll teach you.
We need to know that.
I'll have a
Yeah.
PowerPoint night where I show you all of
We
the
we do.
countries and
We do.
lands.
Oh my god, we do need to do that.
That would
We've
be
got to
fun, actually, with all the
that
rooms.
actually would be really fun. We kind of do need to do that though. Cuz it's so real.
Yeah,
It's so real, especially in the summertime. Oh my gosh. It's
yeah,
going to be
for
crazy.
sure.
Going to be crazy. I just know that that
Let
mugshot
us
didn't look that good.
let us know your
Didn't look that good.
let us know your speculations below because we have some.
Yes. Why was he fighting the cops? Who was he defending? Is the
Yes.
hint.
Who is
Cops
he
do a
defending?
compliance check. This man is 38. This is complete. We have no facts, so this is literally just speculation.
We were
But
not
whom was
there.
he defending that might have been in trouble?
Or yeah, why was he mad at them for literally making sure
Also,
everything was
they're the
safe?
little cops. Hey, bro. If you got mobbed by a crowd, you'd want them there.
Yeah, then they won't be anymore.
No.
Not for
But you know what?
you.
For the tourists, they're on Broadway, so they will protect you there.
They will.
We've got extra fleets because of Garth Brooks. Thank you, Garth Brooks.
Please be safe on
Go to Friends
Broadway.
in Low Places. New soft opening just happened. Go there. Go there. Go there. Gypsy and her husband. Do you think it's gonna last?
I
Like
do I think their
actually?
marriage is gonna last?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
You
think the
gotta hold it
fame
close
is
to you.
gonna last.
I don't know. So do you think they're gonna last
I mean, how
till death do us
well, they
part?
got married in prison. Were they both in prison?
I think you're avoiding the question.
No, were they both in
No,
prison?
no, no, no. Do you know how they
Oh,
met?
no.
He wrote her fan mail in
Shut
prison. He
up.
started writing her letters
Fan mail?
like literally like whatever, a lot of people wrote to her. He was a pen pal, and then he like visited her. I think he was like, I also fact check everything I say. I know this part's true, but like everything forward fact check. I think he lived like 12 hours away or something great, like far, and he would drive to visit her and they would phone call all the time.
I
Like
don't know. Maybe I think they're gonna
he hit
last.
her up in the mail.
I'm gonna say yes. Gypsy and him are going to last.
Ryan
Ryan,
Anderson, I think. I
I'm
don't
so
know.
sorry. I've not
Ryan.
fully studied all the details.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what makes me a little bit irked?
Hmm.
He talks a lot in their interviews. I feel like if I was him and I was not saying he's not genuine, but I feel like when they ask questions and he's like there, no matter what she says or whether the question's to her, he has to have input. And it almost makes me feel like
Maybe
he's
he's trying to cover
capitalizing
up.
a little bit.
Oh.
He's kind of just like getting that like word in and stuff, and his Instagram's big, and like they're making jokes about how he's getting all these DMs, and like just like let her take the lead.
I was
It's her
thinking
moment.
that
You're
maybe he
just
doesn't trust her to like speak to the
Mm.
like the channels. Maybe she'll say
Mm.
something bad. So he's just
Mm.
trying to be like talking more.
Yeah, no, I could see that perspective. I mean, I watched the podcast. I don't remember where this was on, but they had a podcast where they went on with another
Mm.
couple. I think they were from The Bachelor or whatever.
It was I know exactly. Oh, the Vile Files.
Shout out.
Big fan.
But it seemed like totally like fine. Like I don't know. Also, some of the questions they ask her in interviews make me so mad. Have you seen those few going around?
No, what?
There was like one video they talked about on the canceled. We're gonna talk about canceled every 5 seconds on this
We
podcast,
love
and we are
canceled.
number 1 fans, and there's no shame. And Tannenbrook, sincerely, I'm sorry I'm not going to your show, but Catherine will be there,
I will be there, front
plugging
seat.
them. Everyone go because I can't go, and just sell it out so I don't feel bad about it.
I think it's already sold out.
Oh, thank gosh. They were talking about how there was a TikTok going around. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not in the know. But apparently there was a video where someone was trying to have her guess like slang from terminology she's like
Yes.
missed.
Yes, this was on canceled.
Guess
I totally
that.
forgot.
Guess whatever. It's like basically quizzing like
Cap.
how are you doing in
Instead.
society? That's
Yeah.
like
But then did
ugh.
you hear that she
Teacher stuff from jail.
Yes. What?
The audacity of some people
That's crazy.
that they're just you're trying to restart your life. She's all glam. She's got all her new clothes, and they're
Yeah.
like, teach us some like jail stuff, as if anyone's gonna or in jail. It's purely amusement. Like I get that like
Yeah.
that's been her life for 8 years, but like
She got out
mm,
and I would think she would want to leave it behind.
yeah. I also what do you want to know how to make like a makeshift like what's the thing that stabs? Everyone like makes
Shank?
yeah. You want to learn how to make one of those? Like I
Make
don't
a
know
shank?
what tip are we gonna use here? You
Well, I
know?
thought she was saying teach me slang from jail.
Oh, I thought it was like how tos.
I don't think it was
No,
how
it wasn't
to.
how tos. I thought it was like how to turn like a paper towel roll into like a blanket or like
Oh,
something great. I don't
well,
know,
I
like stuff
mean,
like that. Like just like using your resources, but no.
well, I'm sure
Okay,
she knows how to do
slang. Okay,
that.
slang. I wonder. I
Jail
wonder.
slang.
I'd want to know, and I wouldn't ask her this because I know the line to draw, but like, what's the craziest stuff she's seen go down in
Oh,
jail?
I'm sure she's seen
I wouldn't
somebody
ask
get
her that
shanked.
because, yeah, probably. Probably.
Wonder
How
if
much
she was a part of
craziness?
any riots. Okay, I
I
think we
think
should
she'd
move
be
on.
in. I think, yeah, I think we're getting down a slippery slope. Gypsy, you're free, happy for you, happy for your husband.
Just get out of the public eye
All
and live
laughs
your
and jokes.
life.
What is one of the cringiest things you witness couples do in public? An
Mm.
example is Brooke said that my sister, she said that she hates when couples sit on the same side of like a booth or a table,
Alex Earl does that
like
with
what
her
we're
boyfriend.
doing. Brooke says it like really enrages her. What's your opinion?
Why?
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's nice.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
personally, I would like to sit across so I could see their face
Yeah,
and not be like turned to the side the whole dinner.
fair.
But I don't think that's bad.
I don't think it's bad. What's the thing that does irk you though?
I should have thought about this. Do you have one?
Well, I'm just in a rageful mood, so right now when I see someone just hold hands, I'm just like I don't need to know.
You're like, stop.
It's cute and I do it when I'm in a relationship and it's actually completely wholesome.
The ones that like they only talk to each other in baby voices. I
In
hate.
public too.
I hate
Or you
that.
see like the girl like whining like, "Oh, why can't we go to
Oh, I
this?"
hate
And I
whiners. I hate
Ah!
that.
Yeah.
Do
Yes, okay, country boy. Um artist person that went to Bell. I met them freshman year. Did we already do a brief history on?
Mm-mm.
Met him freshman year. Great guy. Still friends with him to this day. Like no hate on the guy. Very just literally picture country boy going to school for music and that's him. Hat, boots, everything. His new single, the cover photo's fire. I'm not gonna spoil the deets until
Yeah, I
I
was
get
gonna say go
if
listen.
we blow up
Don't.
and then I have to ask for permission. He'd honestly love the hype and I would happily promote his and his whole career.
Absolutely.
But we were friends. We were scouting out if we liked each other. Ultimately ended up thinking friends was better. At the time, I think even he can admit he was salty that I was wanting to just be friends.
Mm-hmm.
And when we had decided to become friends, I had told him like, "Hey, let's go to this Alan Jackson concert together because not a lot of people want to spend like the money
Right.
to really go to that. Not a lot of people are into Alan Jackson." So we get these tickets like they're like 175. I feel like they were like 100 and something dollars
Mm.
or almost 100. They're expensive and nice tickets. And then We go out. He was in like the VIP section because he knows the owners of Krispy Kreme because they're from his like small ski resort town in Idaho. So he was up in the VIP and I was on the main dance floor with Lexi, my friend and roommate. Shout out, she's up in the sky on the fourth floor.
She's not up in the sky. She is on the fourth floor.
Yes. Oh my gosh, no, she's so on Earth and on the
Present.
ground.
She's
Yeah,
here
we just
with
call her
us.
in the sky because she's on the fourth story of our home and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're there and we're dancing and he's looking down. Have I told you this story?
I think so.
He's looking down the
Yes.
balcony with his friends, like glaring at me, and Lexi keeps telling me, like, he is watching you like a hawk, like he's staring. And we're dancing with his friends, but they're all friends, like no actual interest. They're all of Lexi's like friends that go to Vanderbilt. He comes down onto the main dance floor and comes up to me and goes, if this is a competition, I can get with people too.
Oh
And then
my
tries to start
gosh.
dancing with Lexi in front of me. And Lexi's like, no. And then he goes off and starts talking to some other girl in the bar. And things come to the end where I'm just like, Lexi, let's just leave. Like, this isn't fun.
And then
So we leave.
the saddest thing
And then
happens.
he Snapchats me later that night in a girl's dorm as if that was going to help him in any way, shape, or form in this case. And the next morning, I wake up to two big things. One, which this is by far the most upsetting,
Yes.
Morgan Wallen was in our last night that I was in on the same floor, just literally a room over. And if I wasn't so busy paying attention to this stupid guy being so dumb, I would have noticed probably the swarming crowd. I want to come hang out with you.
Oh my gosh.
That
If you haven't, go watch Sunday Conversations, the one with Morgan Wallen. It's so funny.
I
It's
watch it
so
once a
funny.
week.
It's so funny.
Just him and Drake.
Yeah.
Drake was really good.
Draco's good too.
The
I
necklace
love
joke
Caleb.
kills me every time.
The
Wait, you always can bet on fatherhood. Always bet on fatherhood.
You know which one I love?
Which one?
The Morgan Wallen card.
Yes,
It's canceled, but
hey,
it
you can
somehow
use
still
that for my
works.
donations.
Yeah.
It's canceled, but yet somehow it still works.
Because
Like,
he is donating to the Morgan Wallen, or
yeah,
the
$5 only.
yeah,
the Morgan Wallen Foundation. Sweet and simple. Morgan's
Yes,
just name
because it
with
was More Than My
foundation.
Hometown Foundation.
Yes.
Then you changed it to the Morgan Wallen Foundation.
If you guys were to quiz us
You
on
can
some of the
always
videos we've watched, like I could have literally cited off
fatherhood.
the whole of every part of that.
I
It's
feel like
the
we
best
should recreate.
video.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I have a professor. He puts me straight to sleep. His voice is so slow and soothing, and I'm like,
Like in a good way or a bad way to sleep? Like he could read you an audiobook way?
yeah, he
Oh, okay.
could, but like, I kind of need to stay awake for class. It's the one I have
What's
to
he
do all that
teaching?
for. The new management one.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, that's tough.
and I'm like,
Yeah, that's not nice.
it's just,
It's not helpful.
it's not the most interesting thing.
It doesn't sound like it.
No.
It doesn't sound like it.
No, but you know what? I have to take this one, and I think I have to take a second one, so that's great.
Oh. Hmm.
Anywho,
Yeah. Where? Oh, that was the first upsetting thing of the night. Was Morgan left
sorry,
and
that was
it
crazy.
no, you're good. I woke up with like my whole at the time I had TikTok, my whole For You page was him walking around heartbroken.
Of
Lexi and I were
course.
distraught. So the only time I've like we went out maybe two or three times the whole duration of college. But it was just oh, it was so upsetting. And then the other thing that was really upsetting that morning was when I opened the Snapchat of him. When I tell you I called that boy and ripped him a new one
Good.
out of the pure disrespect. And Lexi heard anything that went down with me freshman year. If you were in my life freshman year and we had an issue, Lexi heard it all. If we were on a phone call in the dorm, it was on speaker. If there was tea going down, she was right there. So just to clear the air, she probably has some great stories to tell at some point on here. She heard it all. But I gave him a run for his money because I was like, the disrespect, the blah, 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 A, B, C, D, E, like,
FG, I have to go.
exactly, I have to go. So after we finished this whole phone call where he's, getting in trouble, we hang up. And then I realize, and I think I have a video on my phone of me literally turning to Lexi and being like, Lexi, we have the concert Thursday night. And I realize I have to now become besties with this guy because it's just us two. And so we go on a little walk around and talk through our feelings. and he apologizes like the big mature boy that he is. And we go to the concert,
The Alan Jackson
the
concert.
Alan Jackson concert, and it ended up being good. Ever since then, we've been friends, see each other here and there.
That's good.
Great guy, great guy. If anyone wants to date a country artist in Nashville,
We know.
hit me up,
Yep.
cause I will connect him, cause he's very sweet.
Anyway.
Country boy.
Yep. We have Country Boy, Broadway Boy, Narcissus. Wait, do we have any updates?
No, no updates. He posted something on his close friends on Instagram, which y'all, wow, am I on this man's close friends?
We don't know.
Don't be asking me. It was just his dog though. He was like, whatever the dog's name it was, he was like, blah blah's being sweet. And it was just like a photo of his dog. It was really simple and
That's
to the point.
crazy.
But he did like my Instagram story of the kitties.
This
He
morning?
likes everything I put on my stories. Also, are we out of the loop? Because all of a sudden, I swear for the longest time, one or two people would like my Instagram story. And it was like if
Yeah.
they were in the photo, or it was
Yeah.
like my mom.
Is liking
It's
Instagram stories
like
in.
10 people every time. I swear it's the whole squadron of
Yeah.
people. And I don't understand when this became the trend.
I've never liked an Instagram story.
I
Like, do I start?
It's become a thing. And you know who else always does it?
Who?
So you talked about Tennis Boy. That I know that's his code name. I don't know if we
Mhm.
brought him up.
Yeah, we did
Thing
last
we
night.
had the other night. I was with my little, and we were talking about Tennis Boy
Mhm.
and his girlfriend,
Was she there?
who's great. No hate to her.
No, no, no,
The
no, no,
man's
no.
trash. The man's a liar. The man's quite honestly just about there at
And she
cheater.
knows that.
I don't know if she does.
No, she knows that
You
because
think she knows that every time they break up, he reaches out to me and every other girl I know?
I don't know about that, but there's a reason they broke up.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Everything we've said,
Is alleged.
allegedly. But apparently, like, she ran into him, and her and her friend were walking, and the couple were together.
Uh-huh.
And one of her friends, he was talking to her in between the get together. They've broken up like 3 times. This couple influencer. She is very friendly. No, I literally have nothing bad to say about this girl.
No, no,
I
no,
think
no,
she's
no.
getting played and mistreated.
Mhm.
And that's why all the blame is on the man here.
Yeah.
She's perfect. They were together, and her friend, and the friend was who was talking to him in between one of their breakups or at some point.
Mhm.
And she said it was so awkward because he just blatantly ignored them. And they've been over to his house.
Yeah.
And then later she realized, like, is that who you were talking about you dated freshman year? But they were over there, and that other girl literally was talking to him. And then on the walk, he just ignored her
Mhm.
because influencer was there.
Mhm.
And they were just like, it's so
That
weird.
is so weird.
Because then the minute they break up,
He's
hey,
super friendly.
hey, what's up?
How are you?
Thinking about you.
Ugh.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible, horrible. Slightly confused, but assuming no ill intent. And
No,
like
I
I
don't think
said,
there is.
you think there is?
No, I don't think there is.
Oh, no, I think she's super sweet.
Yeah.
No hate to influencer. Oh, you said the other day you have an embarrassing story to tell me. And I need to hear it. I need to hear it.
This is you're probably gonna be like, oh, that was it. But
That's
to
okay.
me, it's like the end of the world. Um, so it was like our freshman in high school year. I don't know if you had like a startup day where you go and get your picture taken
Yep.
and you sign up for your classes, whatever. So
You sign up freshman first day? Wait.
no, you get your schedule. You pick your schedule up because it's
Oh,
already
I was like,
scheduled.
whoa.
Yeah, no.
That's stressful.
And it also isn't the first day. It's like a week or so before school, I think.
Okay.
But my older sister was a junior when I was a freshman, so she already knew the ins and outs of the school and like the teachers, almost said professors.
There you go.
And the teachers are obviously the ones that help with like the pictures and everything. So I'm like sweating. I'm so stressed. I'm like, I'm going to high school. This is so scary. And there's one teacher at my high school that all the girls were like obsessed with because he was like young.
Was he history teacher?
Yeah. That's so cliche that you knew that.
What?
That's so funny. Yeah. He was my history teacher.
It's always history or English.
Yeah, he's my history teacher.
Never a
like,
PE
sophomore year.
coach. Never
Oh,
never a
gosh.
science coach.
Our
Never
PE
an art
coaches were
teacher.
football
Yes, always. And not the good kind.
coaches.
Not the good kind.
No.
Not the good. Like they peaked their football performance in middle school. So
Right.
therefore they teach
Oh,
there.
I told you about the crazy things our PE teacher said to us.
Yes.
Um,
But maybe
uh,
but I want to hear the story, but then tell me.
right. So,
Embarrassing
yeah,
story.
so he was sitting oh my gosh, I hate this. He was sitting at this table and um Olivia, my older sister, was introducing me to him. She was like, "Oh, this is Catherine, blah 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 blah." Well, this other person comes up on the other side of the table and is talking to him, and so he's turned the other way and he's like saying hi to me, and he puts his fist out, like, put your fist out to give me a fist bump.
Oh no. Was it not a fist bump?
No, it was. This is what I do. So I give him when I do don't put it down. So I give him a fist bump
Mm-hmm.
and then he holds it there and I'm like, am I supposed to put it back? I put it back and hold it until he puts it down. It was so embarrassing.
That felt like a emotional connection. Like I've never had someone just like it feels like almost like we're activating powers.
And I thought we were. And I thought we
Yeah.
were. And so then
I like just got chills.
that that happens and I'm so mortified. My sister loves to bring it up to this day because I'm still so mortified of the story.
Mm.
Um and I was like this weird little freshman and I just did that. But we watched a couple good movies in his class. Great teacher overall, 10 out of 10. Love. That was just a really
Was he a hard
embarrassing
professor?
freshman
Or
moment.
was he like best? You know, some
No, he
professors are like everyone's best friend, but really just like the few people and like definitely popular or just like the cute. We had in my high school a professor that was like the senior English
teacher.
teacher. She was young,
Yeah.
just graduated, and she would always flirt with the boys.
Mhm.
Always flirt with the boys. We had one athletic trainer that was a female, young again, like 27 maybe. I just learned since going home last time that she actually invited some of the guys over to her house.
What?
Yeah.
That's
She was such a
crazy.
flirt. Such a
Oh
flirt.
my
And
gosh.
I don't like her.
He
And
wasn't
everyone in my high school knows what I'm talking about. And I don't like you, trainer. Because you were so weird and flirty. And that English teacher as well. Like, why are you flirting? Also, that English teacher, we have major beef. Major beef. Because this certain girl in my high school was very mean to me, and I went to the bathroom crying one day, leaving class because she had made the whole oh my gosh, I could do a whole podcast on my high school. She had made the whole class before I got there, moved all their seats to the opposite room to where I normally sat was like on one side of the room. She made everyone leave the side, so I was alone at my seat. And I went to class and set everything down. And I walked down the hallway to one of my best guy friends. Brandon, I'm throwing you under the bus. We're still friends, but you know you did wrong here. You know it, so it's fine. He like came out the hallway and I was like, oh, like I'm so bummed. Like everyone just moved everything. Like I'm about to go back in class. And he's like, yeah, I'm about to go in there, but like she told me that I have to sit on her side. And I'm like, you're really not about to go walk in there and like not sit with me? Are you serious? Because he was my one friend in the class that hadn't picked a seat yet. And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't really want to upset her. Like, I have to. He walks in, and I immediately just bolt to the bathroom crying. Like, I'm crying. I get to the bathroom, I'm crying. I'm just like, this is so embarrassing. I'm about to walk in there.
Do you have your
Everyone
phone?
knows she's doing it. I don't think so. I
Oh,
was eating like a burrito in the hallway. I was like, Brandon, like, come sit with me. Like, this is so stupid. And he's like, no, I have to. And I'm like, you traitor of war. What are you doing?
literally.
I go to the bathroom crying. That English teacher is in the bathroom and she sees me crying and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, these girls, like, they're so mean. Like, everyone knows who they are. They have a nickname in our high school. The teacher literally looks to me and she goes, I know, the popular girls are so mean. Like, I hate that for you. Does nothing. Does nothing. I'm crying, a student crying of bullying. And she's literally just like, yeah, the mean girls are so mean. Like, everyone thinks they're so mean. Like, I'm sorry.
She was probably a mean
So I had to
girl.
walk back to that class. I get in. Guess where he's sitting?
Brandon
Mm hmm.
on her side.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he watched me walk off crying, proceeded to sit next to her. Brandon, I still love you as a friend, but this is honestly triggering to reenact. And I go sit alone. I'm like dead staring at the screen, and he's starting to like throw papers in front of me and be like, Psst, Riley, like trying to make amends, and I'm just like, literally go away. So I have tea with that English teacher, and
That's
mm,
so fair.
yeah, tea.
That's
Don't
insane.
like that one.
This teacher, not like that. He was
Mm,
a very kind soul.
love that.
Um,
Did you have a good would you say overall you had a great high school experience?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I was bullied.
Okay. So we're the
Yeah,
same.
it was
Okay,
not a cute
great.
experience. It was high school was rough. I would never go
Great.
back
Yeah, me too.
unless I was like a teacher. But
Not to that one. Let's go to a new school. New memories.
yeah. My so the PE coach,
Mhm.
the refresher of what he used to tell us.
Mhm. Yes.
Well, he told us that our freshman freshman year in high school when we were what 14. Um,
Oh,
he said this is the best shape you're gonna be in your whole entire life.
lies.
I was like, "Are you kidding?
Lies.
Not true. Don't
Mm-mm.
believe that."
Nope.
And then
Also
he would.
sad.
I know.
If middle school is where he's saying or high school is where he's saying you peaked,
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. Well,
How
it may have been
well
for
for
him.
him?
Yep.
For,
And
but that
he
we've
was
solved
with
it.
all
That's what
the
happened.
football kids, so a lot of them peak.
Yes.
But also he would tell us, if you can't be smart, you might as well be strong. He would say that a
Mm.
lot,
Mm. It's a
and
coping. It's a defense mechanism.
it was really, really kind and ingrained in
That's
my
yeah.
mind, if you can't tell. Um,
Mm.
but I think you can be both smart
Yeah.
and strong, and don't listen to him.
Yep.
I almost said his
Simone
name.
Biles.
Simone Biles.
Simone. Simone
Mic
Biles.
drop.
Suni Lee. All these gold medal winners of Olymp. I just think they're
Literally,
so strong.
they're so strong.
No one understands the strength to do the maneuvers until you act like
Oh
I
my
did a
gosh.
cartwheel a few weeks ago. Holy that that made me feel old. Have you jumped on a trampoline recently?
Yeah.
I had to take little 5-year-old that I would babysit for back home. I took her to a trampoline park.
Uh huh.
Dude, my knees are like 40.
I
I
know.
thought I was young. No.
Riley, I can't even sit
Oh my gosh.
crisscross applesauce for more than 10 minutes now.
Woo.
My knees
The
hurt
gravity though, I felt heavy when I was jumping. I
from.
swear, I was like, I'm about to have urinary incontinence. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of movement.
I know we haven't even had a
What's
baby.
happening? I know. Gotta work on the Kegels. Scary.
I know, like, what am I doing wrong?
Dude,
Why are my joints
today,
like this?
labor and delivery is kicking up. I'm nursing, for those of you who don't know. Today I had a quiz, and it was open book, and I was looking through my textbook, and obviously we're all nursing, so medically, all our textbooks have the real thing. There's a few
Mm,
diagrams here and there,
mm-hmm.
but for the most part, people have willingly signed up and probably got commissioned to show everything.
Everything.
There was a step-by-step phase of labor and birth of the nether regions,
Right?
and I'm scared. I've seen a live birth on like a recording of it.
Same.
Like I know what happens, but the more I talk about it, the more I realize it's real
Yeah.
and the more I'm scared.
Well, it's frightening. And, like, well,
It's
you think about it,
it's frightening.
not everybody, but a lot of women go through it.
Well, it's also more scary. Like there's a whole diagram talking about all the wrong positions the baby could be in,
That's true.
and like it's I'm scared of
At that
that.
point, cut it out of me.
Yeah, I'm scared. Well, C-sec we were doing I had a simulation the other day. Not simulation, that's a lie. I had a check off in a lab. And we were going over some new stuff. And one of the instructors who was talking about labor and delivery was talking through a C-section. And she's like, have any of y'all seen it? There's like one person in the room that said yes. And she saw it in Africa. So God only
Africa?
knows. She did like a mission trip,
Oh,
like
cool.
nursing abroad. Super cool. But who knows how that was done there?
Right.
Probably more scary than how it even is done here.
Right.
They do an incision, which is not big enough for what you'd think. And she said that a nurse will be on one side or a person will be on one side and a person will be on the top side of the stomach because it's like a horizontal
Mhm.
incision, and they pull with all their might down and up to open this cavity. Like literally,
I
she was
didn't need
like
to know that.
she was like everyone literally says you pull as if it's a rubber band that won't break because it won't. Like that tissue's too thick. So literally, like you'd think it would rip.
Why don't they just
Pull what?
cut
She
it
literally said
bigger?
she's like, why don't they just make it bigger? I think it's probably something with recovery and like minimizing risk. Something I'm sure logistically, but she's like,
Mm,
it's terrifying. And then like
they,
it's
like, take
just
your organs
yeah. So if I ever have a
out.
C-section, not that you would see it because obviously there's a whole screen, but gosh dang, I'm gonna be thinking about it now. And in
Yeah.
my rotation, I'm about to next or this semester I'm gonna be doing a rotation of OB.
Are you gonna
I'm
see one?
spooked. if my patient goes to have a C-section, yeah, I'll probably go to the OR in shadow.
Yeah. Ooh,
But that would be spooky.
that'd be
But that was a
crazy.
rude awakening. I obviously knew that you cut in there. I
Mhm.
didn't know it was a tug of war. She literally said, and I quote, "You play tug of war with the incision."
That's so bad.
So what a graphic.
So I don't know where I'd rather the baby come out of.
See, recently I've become also more fearful of the epidural.
Oh my gosh, numb me up.
I know I'm gonna do it because I want to say like, oh, I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna be a female pioneer and
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna try it natural. No,
No.
no,
Whoever does that, you are brave.
no. Hats off to a true woman,
Absolutely.
true female power. I'm definitely gonna need one.
That's crazy though. I don't want that. That also, like, how do you heal from that?
It's hard. Are you talking about C-section?
Yeah.
You also can't like lift your baby
Yeah.
afterwards, like the recovery. It's a major abdominal surgery, obviously.
Mhm.
It's it's like no small like people it happens so commonly where like you think it's just not that big a deal. It's a big surgery.
And then you have to like wait however long before you can have another baby, right? I think that's the
Like
thing.
just a rule of thumb in general.
No, I think, yeah,
Well,
because
yeah,
like you can tear everything. That
the
happened to my
unplanned
cousin.
podcast. I
They have
love
Irish
y'all.
twins, I
Abby, I
think.
think is so funny.
I cannot stand Matt.
No, Matt, I'm sorry. I just
We didn't say
Matt
that.
reminds me of Tennis Boy.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
really every
really?
time I see you, Matt. Every time I see you, Matt, I think of Tennis Boy, and it's the biggest trigger, and I just really can't stand it.
Oh my gosh, he
But that's
just
not your
looks like he's
fault.
like 14.
It's a little bit of a young vibe. Also, he admitted this himself. This is his joke, but he had a new song just come out, and what was it? What's it called? It's like, "Give me your bad days, give me your mistakes, give me your
Sounds like something else.
something." It's like basically like a wedding song. It's like, "Give me all your bad and like also love you and help you fix it into something good."
Mhm.
I'm assuming is the gist. He did the music video for it, and his joke was he was like, when I look back on like the music video and I'm basically Troy Bolton dancing around, when I tell you this man literally is Zac Efron from when he was like 17, it's really painful.
Do I even want to
It's
see?
it's it's an ick. It's my ick of the day, and I don't know how Abby, you're brave to then to
I
I don't know. I
mean,
have to find.
they've been
Yeah, it's
together.
this. Let me see where the volume is on this.
It's giving Troy Bolton. Give me your bad days, mistakes, losing your cool
Oh,
and your library books that
He's
alone
dancing on
will do
rocks.
when you're breaking
what are these
apart.
lyrics?
It gets
I'll be the
worse.
glue to your mess. At least I'll try my best. So give me your worst.
He's just like
Ooh, so give me your worst.
It's just like a fire song. I have to admit. I like the lyrics. I think it's
It's
cute.
Troy.
I think it's one of those songs where like if you just had me hear it as like a song,
Oh, yeah.
it'd be fine.
See, I
It's the
don't get the library
it's
books
the
that are long overdue.
visual.
That line.
That one could have been I mean,
You give
you're
me your
you're
library books that
yeah.
are long
Maybe
overdue.
like let's like figure out a better
Okay.
lyric. Give me your heartbreaks that changed all of you. I don't know.
So much better.
Yeah. Give me your heartbreaks that changed. What did I even
All of
say?
you
Changed all of you. I don't know. Like you just could have done library books.
that are
Library
overdue.
books. Also, who you dating with overdue library books?
I know.
Who checks them out?
Who goes to the library anymore? I mean, good for you if you go to the library.
Smarties.
Keep them in
Keep up the grit. I mean, I go
business.
to the library. I just don't take books. I swear, libraries. The books are decor now.
I mean, honestly.
Everything's online. It's just an aesthetic.
Oh my gosh, do you want to
It's an
hear why
aesthetic.
I'm like so stupid?
Okay, you're not, but yes.
Okay, well, my mom, she told me this, and I was 20 years old when I figured this out.
So you right
I
now.
was 20,
Okay.
20 years old.
So yesterday.
This was like a couple months ago.
Mhm.
Well, it was like last month. Anywho, she was talking about. I told her that her sweater reminded me of something, and then she was telling me about how one of our old neighbors told her once that the things on like street corners, the yellow bumpy. things.
Where people cross the street
Yeah.
for blindness and their
I
cane
didn't kn
grooves on
I
it?
didn't know that's what it was for.
What'd you think it was for? Just for fun?
I was like, "Why are these are they, like, for traction?" Like,
No,
like your
when I was little,
feet
I didn't really understand either.
No,
I thought
I'm
it was like a
20.
warning for the road, but I didn't realize it was for the visually impaired until later in life.
She told me that someone told her that she looked like she
Mm.
had on the, blind
Mhm.
people road things, and I was
Yeah,
like, "That's what those are for." I actually didn't tell her that, I didn't know that,
smart.
um, but I probably will.
Well, the world knows now,
They do.
but that's okay. Do you want something? One of my little embarrassing moments that
What?
I thought of as you were telling yours. It's just a little silly one, but it happened with a guy. Who was it? Some guy in high school, and we were sitting in his car, and we're just like trying to like I guess just talk. He's like, "Oh my gosh, like I love Cardi's new song. Like I love Cardi."
Cardi
And I
B?
was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, I love her new song too. Like Cardi B's awesome." And I think I mentioned like whatever song had just come out from Cardi B, and I was like, "Oh
Uh-huh.
my gosh, I love like whatever."
Bodak Yellow.
And he literally looked me dead in the eyes and was like, "I meant Playboy Cardi."
Okay, but that's not your fault.
But like to a man that thinks Cardi B is like not like to a male to be like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, I love Cardi." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." Imagine saying like that equivalent in his brain. To be like, "Oh my gosh, I love Cardi." And he thinks that I thought that he was obsessed with Cardi B, and then for him to just look at me dead in the face and just go, "Playboy Cardi?" I
Do
I
people
was
just call him
uncomfortable.
Cardi?
I
I was
guess.
thinking I
I've
would call
only
him
heard of
Playboy
Cardi
Cardi.
B.
I know.
I mean, maybe in
Well,
the
Cart
guy
that's also with
world.
a T. Playboy
Yeah, but they
Cardi.
say it the same way.
I know.
Cardi.
I'm just trying to stand up for you.
No, I appreciate that, but I should have known he was not raving about Cardi B. I love Cardi B.
Cardi B.
I still stand for Cardi B. I think she's awesome. Offset cheated on her. Did you not hear that? Apparently they broke up like right near New Year's Eve, but then they were together and she like tweeted that she like got with him New Year's Eve. She's like, "I'm still gonna have fun." But like they literally weren't together because he cheated again. He's cheated multiple times.
That's insane.
On Cardi?
On Cardi. I mean, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Also,
Dude.
Jay-Z never deserved Beyonce.
Jay-Z and Beyonce got some weird Illuminati stuff up in there.
Ah.
There's somewhere I'm scared of that
Well,
word, but also is it
she
real?
says Illuminati in her song.
Yeah, she's pretty
Illumina
bold. Have you seen
yeah.
the interview of Kourtney Kardashian where they did the lie detector test, her and Chloe asked, "Are you in the Illuminati?" And she with a dead straight face is just like, "Yes." And then Chloe's like, "Oh shit." And then Courtney's like, "Wait, I thought you meant the other way." And then she's like, "I'm not in the Illuminati." And then it was right. But for a second, she just straight face was just like, "Yes." And then she was like, "Oh, I just didn't hear you right."
That's so crazy of her.
Yeah.
It's almost like she's
They have a
lying.
baby. There's an infant Rocky right
Rocky
now.
13
Right
Baker.
now.
Barker.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Like it might be crying right now.
It probably is.
It's
But
probably
I
going
don't think
down
they're
for
waking
bed.
it up.
It's 7:17.
Do you think they have a Paris Hilton
Oh, sorry.
nanny
It's
situation?
17. For sure. But also like she's 40, what else is she going to do? Like she's done it.
Yeah. Do you think Landon Barker's attractive?
No.
Okay.
It's you?
No. He gives like scrawny.
He gives vampire.
Have you seen the thing where apparently the new standard for if a guy is the right guy is that if he can carry you up a hill?
Yes.
Landon
And I fully agree. Landon couldn't carry
Charlie
me,
could carry Landon
period.
up a hill. She's
Yes.
strong.
Yes.
She's an athlete.
Yes.
He would crumble.
He couldn't
He would
carry me up a
I
single
don't think he
step.
can walk up a hill.
No.
I think he just sing about it. His song though in response to Chase was iconic.
I don't think I even listened to it.
What?
Maybe I
It
did.
was like
No, I did because they talked about it on
I met
BFFs.
you when or what's the lyrics? It's like I was friends
With
with your
him.
ex.
Yeah.
You were with him when we met.
Yes.
Iconic. Also,
Yeah.
apparently Chase Little Huddy or
Lil
whatever
Huddy.
has like a goatee or something now. He's trying out facial hair,
Well,
and
that's
the
horrible.
boy can't do it.
That's
I
horrible.
don't think most men can do it, unless it's like a holistic scruff. I
Mhm.
don't think it should be happening.
Mhm.
Do you have a topic?
No, I was just looking at the ones we wrote down.
Yeah.
I fully agree.
Yeah, they're really interesting. What influencer, when they pop up on your feed, makes you lose your mind? And you can't think of the one that we both know of.
I don't even know who you're thinking of.
Walking through the halls and my little crush. That's not real lyrics. I just know it's that vibe. It's like,
consider
we're walking through the
that
halls and I
word
got
was
an
so
A on
good.
my test and then
He
he's
looked
right
at
there,
me.
there.
What just happened?
Scooter?
You Scooby-Dooed up the
Scooter
steps.
got spooked up the stairs, and then
So
Snoopy
did
awoke from
Snoopy.
his nap and was like, the world's ending, and they both ran. But that, honestly,
He looks at me.
yes.
Not her. The
Oh.
one that irks me.
Oh my goodness, that one.
I don't really think anyone comes across my page that irks me. Who's someone that you never skip?
Even if I'm annoyed by them?
No,
Or
no,
like
no.
just in general?
Like, who's your non-skip influencer?
The
Oh, the
Instagram
country boy?
firefighter.
Yeah.
No, the firefighter.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
The
The
Air
comedian.
Force.
Yeah.
Air Force firefighter comedian. His name's
Okay.
Mario something.
Okay.
I sent him a DM.
Oh, did he see it?
I had said hi there or something, trying to be really chill about it. And then he had posted, this is so embarrassing. He had posted like another reel and it was talking about basically his situationship that he was talking to ended because she basically was just like, oh, we can talk to other people. And he was so offended by it, which I'm on his side.
Yeah.
That's so mean. Also, this guy's so funny and so sweet. And he, fun fact, had a wife and randomly one day she was just like, I'm done. And he literally was like, what do you mean? I want to do everything. He was heartbroken. She was like,
Yeah.
I'm done. And it was like, this man deserves love beyond. And if
That's
you hear this,
devastating.
Mario, please DM me because here's the
DM her
embarrassing
back.
part. Here's the embarrassing part. He posted that reel talking about this, and in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could love him better. And so I like DM him like this, like, oh, I need to see. It's my phone's over there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if it's here. It's so embarrassing, y'all. It's so embarrassing. But good thing is, ending of this, I DM him.
Can you like delete a DM?
Well, here's where I screwed up.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's just literally missing. But I DM him something along the lines of like, I just saw your last reel. You deserve the world. Like, I'm so sorry that happened. Like, that sucks, or something obviously more like
Yeah.
sweet and formal than those words. But that's the gist. And it says like, until your first message is accepted, you can't do more because it's like
Okay.
a request. So then I delete the oh hi there, thinking that one will go through, and then that one still says waiting for a first acknowledgement. So I don't think he's gonna see either of them. I don't know.
He definitely could.
I'm hoping. I hope he gets the nice message one, and he's like, oh my gosh, this girl's so sweet. And then
Is he in Nashville?
no, I think he's in like Las Vegas. I don't know. But I see the
Mario,
big
if you're out there.
I see the big picture. I'm looking for a husband and a partner in life. If you're far away and then something I'm fine with that. Right person is all that matters.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to settle for some Nashville hooligan
Some
if my little man's is
narcissist.
somewhere else. Also, I'll just be a travel nurse and scurry about. So Mario,
Absolutely.
distance is not a problem for me. I hope it's not for you. I have a lot of points on Southwest, and I know they fly to Las Vegas, so don't you worry.
Absolutely.
Don't you worry about it. And I
Absolutely.
love the mustache.
And we love to host.
There's so much space.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much space.
And if you want to bring a friend, we have a pull-out couch. We have
especially
2
if
people
they're
can sleep on here.
handsome and also military Air Force
And also nice.
and like
A good
brunettes,
person.
and that would be nice.
I mean, that's all I really got. But if you do, bring him on.
Yes.
Poor Mario.
Yes. Poor Mario. He was played. And he literally, it was so iconic of him though. This is something I would do. He literally made the reel like as a message to her. So he was like, I'm like done. Like it was like kind of like to everyone. And he literally was like, don't bother reaching out. Like, don't bother.
I've
And I was like,
seen it.
iconic. Call her out in front of your like 1 million followers, and then God knows,
Does
like
he have
five.
that many?
He's almost 1 million on Instagram, and then I think 5 million on
Oh
TikTok.
my
But I
gosh.
think he reposts all the reels from TikTok on Instagram, which
Mhm.
my man, I really appreciate because, like I said, I don't have TikTok.
My man, my
So
man,
this
my
is my
man.
only way of getting the tea. I'm assuming it's the same.
I think it is, yeah.
I would be heartbroken if
I mean,
I'm missing content.
You can do that. I don't think you
I'm
are.
really missing content,
You
but
can
yeah.
look at my TikTok.
Yeah.
feed.
I'm also kind of salty that Broadway Boy hasn't started a conversation with me in a while.
Maybe start one.
It's been 5 days.
He loved it. He hearted the last
Yeah.
episode.
Well, okay, tell me if this is teetering, like where he was testing the waters to go over the
Okay.
line. He starts every conversation. He starts the new ones. I don't. Thursday of last week, he texted me. Or not texted, he DM'd me saying, "Going to Losers tonight to see some friends!" Exclamation mark. I'm assuming he was wanting me to bring some friends and no to go to Losers. I respond as the nice, respectful friend I am that's not gonna hang out or seek out a man on with a girlfriend, especially because this is a bar and I can't go in one. And I said, "That'll be great. Have fun!" Exclamation mark. And he liked it. What else was I gonna say? I'm not gonna go. I wasn't gonna meet up with him. Like, also, it was icy. I was just like, that'll be great.
I think his girlfriend is like a witch because he said thanks for being nice.
We have some sketchy things going on there. I don't know why that's green all of a sudden. But yeah, this was his close. Not that one. This was his close friends. Him booping his dog. But yeah, no, his girlfriend seems a little possessive. I don't know if they're together or not. Also, like I said,
My
this
throat
man
is making
talks
some
to me.
weird noises. I'm so sorry.
You're all good. We're keeping it real with everyone. But there's something about this man that
Something about Broadway boy.
Something about Broadway Boy. I just have to see him in the. I mean, I literally saw him when he performed for the first time, so I've already seen him. But something
That
about
was his
just
first time performing?
no, that like I saw him for the first time with him performing.
Okay.
So it's not like it's like, oh, I just saw him on social media. Like I've seen him in person. I know what he looks like. It's been confirmed. He is the height he says. He is
He
the
knows
look he
what you look
looks.
like.
No, I don't think he noticed me there. He noticed me on Instagram, but he never was like, "Oh, I remember you at the."
But
like,
you said that you saw him.
Yeah, and
So he knows you saw him.
allegedly, my mom says he kept looking at me,
Well, you know
which
he
is
did.
bull.
You
No,
made
because
some eye contact.
wouldn't you have thought though that if like we DM, I'm like, "Hey, great job, you did today." He looks at my profile. He knows my face. He would, if he was staring at me, he would have been like, "Oh my gosh." Because if some random person DM me like saying, "Hey, I saw your set," I'd then be like, "Oh my gosh, do I remember seeing her?"
Well, also,
didn't say
like, he can't
anything.
really act like that if he has a girlfriend.
He could have just very subtly been like, "Hey, yeah, I saw you. Like, great to see you come out and support." I basically said, "Great job with your show."
Yeah.
Also, he just told me the bar he's going to with friends out of the blue for no reason. Hey,
And you
going.
said it great.
I didn't know what else. I felt cringy in the moment, but I was like, I literally at the moment was like, yeah, I would go, but like, I'm gonna be really honest. Like, are you dating this girl? Because they haven't posted anything together since following him, so I don't know. But like, I'm assuming if there's the gram showing her, they're together.
Wait, he's verified.
He bought it.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you know how to see. You know you can tell.
No.
You didn't know this? If you click
No.
on someone's profile, everyone says if it's after March 2023, everyone knows that that's when you paid for it. Because March 2023 is when the month opened where you can pay for it. So everyone says if it's after that time, you know that it wasn't like authentic. Also, he has not even 2,000 followers. So
That's not. I'm not laughing at that.
no,
He has way more than me.
Okay, but if you're gonna get verified as an artist, but also it makes sense for his brand. If you're trying to be an established artist, you do have to have the verification. Because otherwise, everyone's like, "Oh, he's just playing."
They don't take you
shows."
serious for sure.
But why is this man telling me what bar he's at on a Thursday night?
Well, because he.
Have fun.
You.
That'll be great. Literally, what else should I have said?
We're iced in. I can't come.
But he didn't say come.
I know.
It was inferred. I read between the lines. I know the drift he was catching. So he probably was like, "This girl really didn't get the hint."
No. He's just throwing it out there.
I think he's just saying, "This is where I'm gonna be."
If you show up, great.
Yeah, and he posts every week where he's at with like the bars where he plays at.
Mm-hmm.
But They are bars.
We have to wait till he's back at that
Well,
restaurant.
I asked him, like, when are you playing 12:30 next? He's like, I think it'll be a while. I was like, are you kidding?
Oh, that's when you said the whole thing about you
About
not
what?
being able to bring friends.
Yes, I out it. I try to blame it on peers. I was like, oh, I'm trying to bring a squad. Literally catch the first time we go, it's just you and me.
It will be,
But
absolutely.
like, I'm literally just like, I have to recruit Lexi to go. I have to like, it has to be like us four, three, because then it'll feel more. Otherwise, like, it's gonna be. I'm just like nervous for the day it happens, but also you best believe I'm doing like a 3-hour glam before it.
Duh.
The hair's getting blown out.
Duh.
The outfit's gonna get picked out.
We're doing the Dyson.
Just because we're meeting a celebrity, in my mind.
You're so right.
Also, he's a Marine. I'm supporting the veterans. Like, he was. Like, I'm so. You go, you. Marines are the best. No, actually, Mario, I take that back. Air Force.
Firefighter.
Whoever responds to me first,
Whoever responds.
whoever lets me know, you've got my
Whoever
support
the
of that
first
branch.
responder is. It will be the
Well,
first
I'm a first
responder.
responder.
You are the first
Tee
responder?
hee. No, I'm a nurse. That was the pun.
Well, I was gonna say you were
I
the
was
first
literally
to
I was making a
respond.
joke in the hospital or whatever, and like someone just had a medical thing go down. Someone was like, "Oh my gosh!"
You
Like
made
you
a
would
joke.
call. Someone was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like that's when you call 911. I was like, "Girls, I think we are 911." Like
That is true.
I'm who you call. Like you go to the hospital and then you have a nurse come get you, and then you have doctors come out. Like I'm 911.
Do you think you'd ever work in the ER?
I hope not. Just because I don't think like I don't
It's
know
a
if I can
lot.
do it. You also have to know every
Yeah.
single
Thing.
yeah.
You don't know what's coming in.
Yeah. But the floor I was on was having a major staffing issue. All the nurses were pissed. It was like 4 nurses and 32 patients.
That's crazy.
Like it's makes me insane. And they had just decreased the amount of nurses saying they were going to up the care partners, which is basically like they're also called techs. Like they're called different stuff, but basically the helpers of nurses and all that they do. Very
Mhm.
vital, very respected. Thank you to the care partners and techs out there. They were saying, "Oh, we're going to get rid of nurses, but also up the care partners." So
Mhm.
then you have more support, and it's not as much even if you have more patients. They just never hired more care partners. And then they didn't get more nurses. And so now the ratios are insane, and it's not good.
That is really crazy.
Catherine has become a videographer. She
I
will be
have
doing all reels for anyone ever. She helped
for our
me
pod.
film a hair montage kind of video for our friend Tori Heath. Everyone, go get your
Shout
haircuts.
out Tori.
The Instagram,
Hair by Tori.
Hair by Tori. I think so, yeah. Well, they're both called Tori Heath, but I guess, yeah, Hair by Tori. Tori Heath dot hair. ToriHeath dot hair. Everyone go get your haircuts if you're in the Nashville area.
Yes.
But we made a video to promote a haircut she had done on me, and Catherine did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And Tori did a great job editing it. She tweaked it.
She tweaked
And
it,
for
and
the
I was a
best.
little offended.
But it was my fault because I did my hair
Why is
bad
he
in the
looking
back.
like that? I don't.
Snooey and Scooter, for the audio listeners, they have just come back and emerged down the stairs, and they're very spooked.
Yeah, Snooey is doing
Snooey's
something
way more
very
cautious than he
weird.
normally is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they
And
got in a fight today.
big fight.
Yeah, that was scary.
It was very spooky, scary.
But
Very
mom broke it
scary.
up.
I know, I really want him to
Snoopy, why are you
respond.
freaking out? Well, on our next episode, we will have a response
Yeah,
from
we should
Broadway
have
Boy.
updates. I hope they're
Like,
not together.
I don't think they are.
But
I
also,
hope
he's
he
an
has
artist.
better standards than that.
I hope he doesn't have that situation.
Why are all my
I
Bumble
will be really
BFFs
icked out
like?
if the one that we go to, they're both performing.
No, we'll make sure they're not
I don't
before
think
we
he'd. I don't even think he would post to promote it, knowing I see it. If he was,
Well, that's because he's in love with you.
no, he's not.
I think he might be.
Love?
I think he has a crush. Hey,
I don't know. I saw one of the videos that Mario said was like deciphering like what guys' actions on social media. It's like what happens if he's viewing your story a lot versus liking your story versus replying to your story and all
and
stuff.
what was liking your story?
Well, he replies to some too.
Okay, what does that mean?
It means he has a crush.
He has a crush.
But who knows? Maybe he's just networking.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
See, I thought that with golden retriever.
First sight?
Well, literally the first date I came back to Lexi and I was like over the moon. I've been thinking about him a lot recently.
I know, but you know why you've been thinking about
I
it.
know why I've been thinking about him. I wish you the best. I don't even think well, no, if I say golden, he definitely knows. Wish you the absolute best. If you want to genuinely get coffee, hit me up. But if
I don't think you can be friends right now either. I think that might be a little too
I don't think
much.
he wants to be
I
friends
don't
with
think
me.
he would either. He just wants you.
I don't think he does.
Hmm.
I think that I hurt him and I
Well, yeah,
hurt
but you
him.
apologized. And
Yeah,
that meant a lot to him.
I hope.
It did.
I think so. I don't know. I think he's a great guy. I don't know. I can't
The
think of
sass.
anything seriously. I
But
just have my two boys, ending on a good note with Scooter and Snooey, the two men in my life,
the two best.
and everyone else is just for fun and just hanging out.
Yeah,
That's it.
just hanging out.
Well, thank you for
For
listening
joining.
to the second episode, but we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.